What's up, guys? It has been a while since I've been on this channel. So I was actually very active on this channel for like the beginning of the year, probably like the first half of the year, but randomly I just kind of disappeared. I've actually gotten quite a few messages since then asking where I've been, what happened, am I done making videos, did I quit making content? And oddly, it's actually pretty nice to see people wondering where I've been because they like my content. But I figured with these people messaging me and wondering where I've been, I should probably make this update video. And I've been wanting to make this video for a while now. I probably should have made this video a while ago, but I just kept putting it off and off and off, whether it was for me being busy or just being lazy. But I feel like it's finally time that I let you all know where I've been, what I've been doing, because honestly, I haven't left YouTube, but I'll get more into that later. Now, I'm about to tell a pretty detailed story. But if you just kind of want to skip all that and just get to the TLDR and get into the meat and potatoes of where I've been, what I'm doing now, you can just go to the timestamp on screen. Now, not a lot of like newer viewers of mine will know this, but I've actually been on YouTube for a long time. I actually made a YouTube channel the year that YouTube was created back in 2005. But back then I just made an account so I could like watch actual funny people make good content like Smosh or Niga Higa or God help me Fred. Now, as I progressed throughout my young childhood, me and my friends were watching a lot more stuff online, and we were inspired by a YouTube group known as Rooster Teeth. Sure, a lot of you have heard of them. And their inspiration caused us to make our own group YouTube channel that we called Falling at Random. This was back in 2008. We were still all in like middle school at the time, and we never really like got together all the time because we were so busy with school and other curricular activities. Really, this YouTube channel was more of like a hobby for us rather than anything. But I did end up getting a capture card. I think it was the Easy Cap HD or something, which later I upgraded to the Dazzle. Falling at Random was literally just me and my friends get together every now and then. We'd play some games. We'd hook up the capture card, play some games, record some silly stuff, and then just post it onto the YouTube channel. And that was basically it. We never really took it seriously. It was just like a fun little thing that we could look back on and have some good memories with. That is until about 2015, after we had all graduated. A couple years after we had already graduated at this point, we had our own jobs, making our own money, doing our own thing. And we decided to take the channel a little more seriously, not super serious, but you know, we thought maybe it'd be cool if it went somewhere, like maybe we could be the next Rooster Teeth or the next Creature Hub or whatever. So we decided that we were gonna make a Halo 4 machinima. But in order to make this machinima, we needed more voice actors, so I reached out to a gaming forum asking if anyone would be willing to audition for some voices. And this is where I met my good friend Mike, or Mech Veteran. Now, Mike reached out to me, asked if he could audition. He was actually really good, so he instantly got the part. And we made that fun little Halo machinima. Never finished it, which is something I always regret, but still, Mike was really cool. He was really fun. He was really like a really cool guy. So we asked him if he wanted to be a part of Falling at Random, and he said yeah. So for the next couple of years, we continued to make silly little shorts in both Halo as well as Little Big Planet. And we also continued to stream on the side and make gaming videos and stuff like that. Now, honestly, I think making these machinimas and these shorts is really what drew me to fall in love with writing and storytelling in general. Because doing that, I really felt this sense of creative accomplishment as I just loved coming up with these silly little stories, even though they were only like 3 minutes long, and then bringing them to life. It really felt like an accomplishment to me. But over the years, we sort of shelved the shorts and the machinimas and started focusing more on streaming and gaming. And I think we focused a little too much on that because in a way, we kind of burned ourselves out, which led to some unfortunate creative disagreements. And at the end of 2019, the group kind of fizzled out and all of us went our separate ways. And this is what leads me to this channel that you are watching right here, because this is back in 2020 is when I really started focusing on my own content, my own solo content, and I had quite a few different eras with my own content. Starting with, of course, the streaming content era where I just would play games on my own on Twitch. I even had a mixer phase. Throughout the past 6 years, I guess, since the fallout of Falling at Random, I really just did a bunch of different stuff: streaming, gaming, IRL, and of course the latest one, the D&D. Now again, these are all stuff that I really enjoy. Everything that I just listed off is stuff that really defines me as a person, because I love gaming, I love D&D, I love doing silly IRL stuff, I love streaming, I love doing all of that stuff. But there's one problem. I don't know how to describe it. It just didn't feel right. I didn't get that sense of dopamine that I got back in the day when I was working on Falling at Random, when we were doing that. And I couldn't understand why. I never had that sense of serotonin, that sense of accomplishment that I got back in 2015 or even like 2016, 17 or anything like that. And I didn't know why. From about 2020 all the way up to mid this year, I just felt like something was missing and I didn't know what it was. It's just like every single video to me, every single piece of content that I was creating was a puzzle, but every single puzzle was missing a few pieces and I had no idea how to get those pieces back. Now let's fast forward to this year, 2025. And like I said, this is really where I started my D&D era, at least online. I've been playing D&D for years up to this point, but I started making D&D content and I actually really enjoyed it. I did enjoy making the D&D content, reviewing the Am I the Asshole stuff, reviewing the homebrew stuff that people sent me, and even just making that silly blue dragon drink. I really enjoyed making those videos, but like I said before, there was something that was missing and I didn't know what it was. That is until summer. Summertime of 2025 marked me and Mike's basically 10-year anniversary of knowing each other, of being best friends. And once we kind of figured that out, we were like, you know what we should do? We should like get together and do like a watch party of our old Falling at Random content. Now, like I said, the Falling at Random group did kind of go their separate ways, but Mike was someone who I still talked to very frequently, consistently. We still played games together. We still made content together, even though it was on our own. So we decided it's been 10 years. Let's do like a little watch party and watch some of our old Falling at Random content. And as we were watching some of our old videos that we were very proud of, that we loved making, I got that sense of dopamine back. I got that sense of accomplishment back. I got that will to create again, that want, that need to create again. And that's when I figured what was missing. As much fun as the past 6 years has been making my own content and doing my own thing, making content with friends, with my best friends, felt better. Having me and the people I love come together to create something that we both love just felt way better than creating something on my own. It just felt so much better. So after about 3-4 hours of us indulging in our nostalgia, I told Mike, like, all of this kind of made me want to do Falling at Random again. And he agreed. We both felt that urge to come together and create something again. So we decided we were going to do it. We brought Falling at Random back, just me and him this time. And that's kind of where I've been since leaving this channel. So since probably September of this year, we've really been going all in on the Falling at Random channel. We've been streaming every single Monday on that YouTube channel at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We keep the VODs up, so if you want to go there and watch some of our silly VODs, you're more than welcome to. We've been uploading 3 shorts a week, most of them being like little clips from our streams. However, we are dipping our toes into animation, and which, if you've followed me throughout this year, you would have heard me say that animation is something that I've been wanting to get into my whole life. My dream is to write an animated movie or show, and we are sort of heading in that direction with Falling at Random. Right now, we don't have very many long-form pieces of content out there, but we do have a lot of stuff planned for 2026. So if you want to continue to follow me and my silliness, you should go down to the description below, go to the Falling at Random YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, and like I said, every Monday, you'll see us there live. Now, you might be asking, where does that leave this channel? Honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing with this channel. I have an idea to sort of make this a channel where I just sort of turn into whatever I want it to be. I have no idea what that means though. I don't know, just sort of like make a video that doesn't really fit with the Falling at Random format, but I just still want to make it by myself. I might throw it on this channel. If I go back to streaming on my own at any point, those streams may turn into highlights for this video. If I feel like talking about something D&D related in front of a camera, I will, and I'll post that video to this channel. If I just feel like taking out my phone out in public and recording a vlog, it'll be on this channel. Basically, if I ever feel like doing something on my own, then I'll do it. If anything, I might just turn this channel into like a behind the scenes for Falling at Random, like a second channel. But I don't plan on just throwing this channel away. This is sort of my own personal main channel. It's the channel I use to watch YouTube content now. It's a channel I use to doom scroll and do whatever and just chill on my own. So this channel isn't gonna be deleted or going anywhere, but I just don't know what or when I'll be putting content on here. Again, in the same breath, I will say I don't plan on not putting content on here anymore. I do plan on doing something here. I just don't know what. But yeah, that's basically it. Like I said, thank you all to everyone who reached out to me concerned where I've been and what I've been doing. I really appreciate you guys more than you know. If you came here for the TLDR section, then here's basically what's been going on. I made a channel back in 2008 with my friends. About 10 years later, that channel kind of fell apart and I started doing my own solo thing. Me and another friend who worked on that channel with me got back together and we want to do that channel again. So if you want to see my current content, it is down in the description. This channel, I don't know what's gonna happen with it, but I do plan on uploading something in the future with it. I'm actually really excited for the plans that we have coming up for said channel, and I hope that you would follow me along in this journey. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.